Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy August 13th. Today it's Tuesday, August 13th. Actually, it's been over a week that I haven't been online, so I'm happy to be back. I actually took some time off from recording my morning sessions simply because of my mornings were so tight with workloads outside of trading, anyways. Busy at work, so I just haven't had time to sit down and focus and do some real good trading recaps. Although I will go over the last couple of days, actually I think 3 or 4 days. Matter of fact, out of the last 5 trading days, I've had only 2 green days and 3 red days, and my red days definitely surpassed my green days. And we'll get into that, but today I'm happy to get back on the wagon here and hopefully continue my morning recaps. And I'm happy to share today is actually looking to be a green day, and I'm currently still in a trade. However, I only have about 5 minutes left, and I have to jet out of here. I got a meeting shortly, so I'm going to go over my trade under DCPH. And in a nutshell, DCPH was on all the scanners you could imagine for this particular stock. And for the reason being is it just gapped up tremendously. You can see it closed the previous day at just shy of $20, and then a massive gap up all the way up to 43, just over 100% gain. And for an overnight gapper, that is huge. So this was certainly on the radars. What's interesting, though, on this daily chart is you can see, the previous highs for this ticker is dating back to basically summer last year, a long time ago. So you can imagine anyone that was sort of, bag holding through this whole stretch, and then all of a sudden it just pops up. You could imagine that people were probably happier than pigs and shit, for lack of better terms, and they were probably very happy to take their profits and or just recoup their potential losses they had. So I had a short bias on this, to be perfectly frank. However, there is a twist when I opened up this this particular morning stock. So here you can see the day chart, guys. You can see the two top descending, the high pivot points here is just a straight arrow down since summer of last year. If I start to zoom up, you can start to see this massive gap, as I say, from $19.96 all the way to a high of $42.83 in pre-market conditions. However, I was kind of short biased simply due to the fact that potentially people were taking their losses out and their gains, however you want to call it. Bear with me 1 second. I'm actually going to cover 1/8 of my position right here. Let's see here. Cover 1/8. There we go. 1 second. I still have 23. There we go. So right now, I'm currently in this trade, and I'm going to see if it's going to create a double bottom bounce. So you can see I'm currently basically have only 23 shares left, but the beautiful thing about me is I got a lot of buffer room because my majority of my entry on the 1 minute chart here, guys, you can see was right at the start of the open. You can see how it was starting to stronghold downwards, and so my average on this ticker is $40.33, which is roughly about right here. So I have some room for this to come all the way up, surpassing VWAP, and after that I have a hard stop on, which I just removed right now, at $40 basically. So there's no way I'm losing any money on this. So I've locked in $439 saving or gains amongst my losses here. However, so short bias on this, although in the pre-market conditions, I thought we were going to get a pop, and I was going to see if we can hit high of day in pre-market. I only did this with 50 shares. Anyways, so it certainly did not. It opened up, and I got out of my trade. I think I lost about $80 on this or so. But it's when this strong movement went down, popped back up. I took a small entry here. It started to consolidate a little bit. I added a little bit more to my share count. As I say, perhaps 25 shares at a time. It popped up and hit the VWAP and started to strongly come back down. That's when I added more share count, because it popped up and came down. So I added more to my share count here. It was very volatile. You can see the actual volume here. It was very volatile here. So I held through this pop up on the 4th-minute candle, and sure enough, this is exactly what I was hoping to see, and that was a gradual decline on this ticker. At this point, guys, you can see I started to take some profits off in multiple stages. So in the consolidation area here, I took some profits, a huge dip down, took some profits, consolidated a bit further down, took some profits, and I had a nice move downward again, took some profits. Now I still have 23 shares left. Although I'm riding it through this gain here, but I want to see how low we can go. So it came back down. It bounced off this support level here. I did take some further profits here, resulting in my 23 shares left. Let me see if we can hold the 200 EMA. I may consider, if it pops through this drop-based drop, I may exit my position, possibly recoup another $50 in my favor. But let's just see. If it breaks the lows, I could see this coming down considerably more. Perhaps if we look at the 5-minute chart, I could see this considerably bottoming out at 33.04, and once it passes here, we have we'll have some more resistance, some more support here, and once again we're gonna have some more support at the 200 moving average, and likewise, depending on how this stock really pans out, it's a long way down to its average price from previous trading days. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call this a day. Actually, my previous 5 trading days, as I say, I was red 3 days and only green 2 of those days. It's one of those things where, actually, let's look at my trader view here. You can see this was my Hulk day that I went through my YouTube channel back in the day. But you can see my greens were healthy, and then I just had a few bad days. My max loss on this one was minus $407, which actually is about almost 1.5 times my daily max loss, and I actually got a bad fill and slippage, and that's why I went down to 407. But the point being here is that to keep my greens more stronger than my reds. So once I import my trades today, we're going to have a green bar potentially up into this area up here, which will take out the previous day for sure. And, and I'm going to start to see this ticker going up. As I say, guys, small trades, looking to get better at what I'm doing here, and hopefully want to see this on the rise. So that being mentioned, guys, hopefully you all had a good trading day this morning, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, okay? Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.